another MaximumRD presentation.
Howdy folks, Rob MaximumRD here, and I just had an idea to do this unboxing video from a very different location. This is the clubhouse. Basically, I live in a condominium with 3 different buildings, and the clubhouse is a shared common area for all the tenants of this condo. So you see we have an exercise room. Nothing fancy. And I'll walk you through the clubhouse here. Here's our kitchen. The idea of a clubhouse being if you're holding some kind of function, you know, they do all kinds of things here, from meetings to social gatherings, etc. You know, if you want to host a large dinner, you can book time off, reserve the clubhouse, and you know, get together with some family or friends, people visiting, people you want to entertain, and use these facilities. Yeah, so it's not a bad deal, you know. Oddly enough, in our several years here already at this address, we've not utilized the clubhouse very often. We did play quite a bit of pool when we first got here. You know, it was a novelty more than anything. But yeah, you know, on a Friday or Saturday night, sometimes we'd come down with a few beers and shoot some pool. And I just thought to myself, well, you know, this is one place that I've never done a video or any type of unboxing or any other of my videos. So I thought I would bring you to our clubhouse and do this latest unboxing, and just give you a little bit of a change in the scenery. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So I'm going to prop the camera up here, hopefully at a good angle. Okay, and now here's the package. It's a big one right there. Okay, and it's heavy. It seems to be well packed. This comes from a fellow named Marillion. That's Marillion on the Atari Age forums. Once again, now this is an item that I've been really dying to get, so I saw what I thought was a good deal, and PM'd Marillion on Atari Age, and we closed the deal. So I'm receiving it today, and this is my unboxing. And I just wanted to say, first thing you're going to say or think when I tell you this has been hard for me to get a hold of these classic system. I've had clones of these, okay, just to give you a hint. I've had clones. I'm not happy with the clones. My original reviews, I guess if you want to call them that, or looking at my clone systems that I had picked up, one being a portable, one being a home console. Initially, you know, I guess they were kind of favorable, but you know, I've always regretted ever since then, and I've said, quite frankly, that I kind of take back my original account of those, what I said on those videos. I don't like clones. I don't like them at all. You know, all the things that I thought were reasonable and good ideas when it came to clones, you know, having maybe several systems in one unit, or you know, just the convenience, saving room, yada yada. But you know what? In the end, when you add it all up and you see how cheaply these clones are made, and then you add the fact that you have a lot of incompatibilities, sometimes sound issues, some games that won't run at all, and they're just so flimsily, cheaply made, constructed, built. You know, if you were to drop it 2 feet onto the ground, it would probably smash into a million pieces. Even in use, I feel that I have to be extra, you know, careful, and you know, I have to be wary of how cheaply made it is. And you know what? It's a game system. Like, I don't expect it to be. I mean, as long as I take reasonable care of it, I would expect it to last and work properly. But I never feel that with these modern clones today. Yes, they're cheap, but as with all things in life, you get what you pay for. So, yeah. So now I got an original system of one that I've had a couple clones of, and that's interesting. Interesting packing job here. I'll show you. Look at that. Got all kinds of bags and stuff in there, so it's packed in well. But hey, that's fine. I actually prefer this. You know, give me a bunch of bags over, what do you call it? Over the foamy stuff, or packing it with any kind of materials that make a big mess. You know, it's always a pain to clean up afterwards. But everything's in bags and stuffed with some bags and a little bit of bubble wrap, so I'll give it a good marks for the packaging. And okay, well, I'll show you the games that were included, which will tell you right away what the system is. No surprise. There you go. So a couple cartridges. We've got City Connection, Jalico, City Connection, and the good old classic Mario Brothers and Duck Hunt cartridge right there. Alrighty, can't go wrong with that. So as you would expect, that means I have the classic, the one and only 8-bit NES, Nintendo Entertainment System. You know, could use a little cleaning up. That was understood in the original deal, but intact, and well, I'd like to say fully functional, but these were actually advertised as having the old red blinking light. When you turn on the power, the light red LED just blinks constantly. That is the problem with these, and basically he just can't be bothered taking the time or effort to repair that problem. So instead, I decided to get it off of him, and at some point down the line, I've already looked into several videos and information on how you can fix the old blinking red LED. So I hope to get at least one fully functional original NES system out of the deal. And that's fine by me. I don't mind putting the work into it. I got a good deal on it, so that's really cool. And it's original system. You know, you can drop this a couple feet, it's still going to work, unlike most clones. And I don't have to worry about those incompatibilities of a clone or the NES on a chip type of systems. So that's cool. And there's number 2. I actually have 2 of these. So hey, if I can manage to repair both of them and get them both functional, that will be really awesome. But they are complete systems with just the minor fault of the red blinking LED. So this one this one has a crack chip there, unfortunately. But again, that was part of the deal. I knew that going in, so that's fine. But again, it'll be great if I can get it working. That's a second working system. So excellent. And I got a feeling, you know, if I do manage to get it working and fix it up and clean it up, it's still going to last me longer than the clones that I picked up a while back. So one of the original controllers, typical, little worn, well used but working. that's cool. Try to wrap this up. If you notice, I keep looking around. Oh, is anyone coming in? It doesn't matter. It's just, you know, it's kind of a personal thing for me. You know, I share these videos with you, but you, of course, are like-minded. So, you know, most of the residents here are probably, you know, aged 50 and up. So, yeah. What's that guy doing with those silly old video games, you know? So, I just rather avoid it. That's a second controller. And third controller. Of course, I'll be testing all these controllers. Make sure they're all working well. Who knows? I might send some to Golden Axe on Atari Age. Maybe get some converted. It's always good for use. I got one off of him that's been converted to work with the Atari 7800. So that's cool. And I think I'm getting down to my last one. Standard AC adapter. So that'll come in handy, obviously, for testing. And just double checking the package, make sure there's nothing else. I believe it was just the one AC power adapter. I think. Oh, no, something else here. Oh, I think that's the switch box. Yeah, your standard Nintendo RF switch box. Of course, I'll be using composite, so that's cool. But it's there. So I think that about wraps it up, literally. Alright, I don't want to leave any of the bags or packing materials behind, so I'll throw those all back in. So not bad, you know. What is it, like 4 controllers, a couple games, AC adapters. Once again, just a quick look at the games. And 2 systems. One with a little bit of a crack in the case that is also a little bit more yellowed. So, you know, if I can get them both working, that'll be cool. And maybe the one with the crack and a little bit of yellowing, I can take the time, paint it, customize it, do something with it. Always good to keep for a project. But the bottom line is, thank you, Marillion, on Atari Age for the deal. Shipped to Canada. By the way, I just wanted to mention, he was really cool. We had agreed upon $30 to ship this whole package here to Canada. Unfortunately, it did end up being about 16 bucks more, and he covered that. So that was really cool. He messaged me about it, let me know, and I asked him how we should proceed, and he's like, yeah, I got it. Yeah, no worries. So thanks. I really appreciate that. Done deal. Excellent deal. Oh, and the point I wanted to make earlier, I started on one track, is some of you might be thinking, oh, God, an NES? God, I get those at the thrift store or Value Village. I see those piled up 20 at a time. I can pick them up for $5 a piece. Well, that may be the case where you live, but here in the small city of Kelowna, BC, small Canadian city, they're very hard to come by. I rarely could find them in any type of thrift store. I know if you're thinking, oh, well, what about Craigslist? Again, it's the same problem. Small city applies. You know, you just don't see much offered in this area, and I'm just not willing to drive or travel to the nearest big city. I just can't be bothered to do that just to get a deal on Craigslist. So yeah, it basically comes down to I have to obtain all of these type of things online, and it's either eBay, which you know, I have done a lot in the past, and sometimes it is a necessary evil. I do have to resort to Evil Bay, but very carefully I do that. So things have worked out well on the deals I've made there. But more often than not, I end up making my deals on forums and from like-minded people who are gamers and collectors. And I've just found all around they're the best ones to deal with because, well, they get it, as they say. So always good deals to be had and found on Atari Age. Thanks again, Marillion. And that's an unboxing. at a different location. I hope you enjoyed it here in the clubhouse. And I'll just duck out of here, close up, and head back to my suite. Thanks for watching. Rob MaximumRD out. Well, if you find you've nothing better to do and you're still watching, I'm just going to head out of the clubhouse. And I'll show you here the outside patio. We have a barbecue for use right there. We've never used it once, not a single time. So over here some benches with a shuffleboard, should one be so inclined to play shuffleboard. I think I'm still about 20 years off before I actually consider trying that. I'm 44, so maybe when I'm 64, you know, when I grow older, losing my mind, losing my hair, when I'm 64, and just continue. That is the clubhouse, Shaughnessy Clubhouse, front entrance, and my building just right across the way. Front entrance right there. Not too shabby, if I do say so myself. We've enjoyed living here. The beauty of it is, it was primarily a place for older residents, pretty much 60s and up. But at the time we were looking for a place, they were letting in younger folks because they want to get some new blood in. And fortunately we got in, and we were really glad. You know, I'm 44 now. My wife is 3 years older than I. But, you know, we're some of the youngest people here. And it's great. We actually like it because, well, it's a beautiful place to live. And we own our condo now. And so, you know, there's not a lot of kids running around or wild parties. If there's any of that, it's usually just grandkids visiting their grandparents for the most part. And that's it. Otherwise, nice and quiet here. You know, you're able to rest and relax and enjoy the surroundings. And that's it. So thanks for watching this far. Rob MaximumRD out. While I'm at it, I might as well show you the very last room I'm likely to ever show you guys. It's listed outside as the hobby room, but basically it's a work room. It's where you can come to work on things that you want to fix, do maintenance. There's a closet with various tools and things. Needless to say, I spend very, 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 very little time down here. I am so the opposite of any kind of handyman or, you know, I know nothing of cars or plumbing or carpentry or anything like that. But the most that I hope is at some point I'll paint one of my game consoles. That's about it. Fix a computer, build a computer from scratch, you name it, no problem. I'll do that with my eyes closed. Ask me to do any kind of plumbing or handyman type around the house work, and forget it. I'm totally out of my league. So that's it. Last ending little video. All right. Just a little bit of silliness, but I figured since I was showing you guys different areas of where I live, I might as well wrap it up with the workroom. Okay, I really mean it this time. Rob out. Bye.